I agree. The all black hat, pretty nice.
What are the thoughts behind looking at puck at wing? Last year, you were hesitant to use it there.
Yeah, we started using them there at the end. It's two reasons. One, I had a conversation with him towards the end before he had the surgery, and I asked him about how much has he ever played wing, and his 16-year-old or 17-year-old year, 16-year-old year in junior, he only played right wing. 17-year-old year, team had made some trades. They needed centers. They moved him to center, and that's his draft year and his 18-year-old year. So he's done it before. The second reason, because we know he's comfortable there, the second reason would be he's an offensively gifted player. You get to spend more time as a winger getting out into the neutral zone, creating offense than you do as a center. He requires a lot, especially with the way we play. It requires the center to do a lot of work down low. It takes away for your ability to extend your shifts and do something on offense.
I think the added muscle will benefit him, particularly if he were to play center.
Yeah, I mean, we're certainly thinking he's at some point move to center. We don't know if that's this year or when in the year, but to your point, the added muscle, the strength, you could see on pucks now that he had more separation from people and won more battles just even today.
He talked a little bit today too about learning last year that there's times he can't hang on to the puck as much because he puts himself in bad places just as far as puck management goes, like bad places to turn the puck over, and also putting himself in places where maybe he can get hit. Like, how delicate is the balance between sort of having that in your mind, but also like continuing to maintain that aggressive, sort of creative offensive mindset, when you do have the puck?
Well, I think what you're hearing from him is a maturity in him. He's never going to lose the aggressive offensive mindset. Offensive players that have historically in the past have produced, they always look to produce. So that's not what he's got to recognize is that in juniors you can play a minute shift. In the NHL, you're going to play less than 45 seconds. And when you have the puck on your stick in those last 5 seconds, you got to be real strong decisions because you're wearing out of gas. And that's when typically bad turnovers happen for anybody.
Did you like the face of both groups today? And was there anyone in particular you'd probably be set to piece?
I did like pace in practice. I thought my goal is the structure of how we're starting to play and starting to see players execute. I saw that with pace. I thought McAvoy stood out. I thought the Lindholm line stood out. Zadorov stood out. I thought in the second group, if I'm in the first group too, the tough D line I thought was really good. There wasn't any players that I was like, oh, they look out of place, which is really a positive today in both groups. In the second group, I thought Charlie Coyle was very physically dominant. You can tell he's in great shape. And then Lindholm was a standout in the first half of practice, just with the pace he practices with. It really leads to charge of the group. And in the second half, there's some young players that are really starting to come. I thought Johnny Beecher has shown a lot today from what he learned last year, how strong he was, his puck management, his ability to hang on to pucks was a pleasant thing to see as he grows in the second year as a Bruin.
Tyler Johnson's here on a PTO. How important is it to have a guy like him who, he's won a couple of Stanley Cups, looked very vocal on the ice, just bringing not only the resurgence he's had in his career, but also the leadership and the type of off-ice presence he can have as well?
Well, all those things are why those guys play so long and why they're so valuable. And, he made a lot of little subtle support plays, which has been the strength of him his whole career. And he looked like he knew our D-zone coverage, which I don't think he ever played in Tampa or in Chicago. More of a man-on-man situation. Again, to his hockey sense and being able to assimilate quickly. That's why he's played so long, and that's why in the course of the last couple of years, guys like JVR, Foligno, those players become invaluable.